What's going on, YouTube? It is I, Tenzen, one third of the SOS podcast. Unfortunately, due to undisclosed reasons, little brother B cannot make it. So I'll be captaining this ship solo. But anyway, I'm very excited, man. I got his guest, this talented brother here known as Kyro. And he put a little accent over his name. So I've probably been saying his name wrong the whole time because what the hell is that? But
No, that's actually
okay.
good.
Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so
Nah, that's it. Yes, sir.
but anyway, Cairo, please introduce yourself to the SOS and yeah, tell us about yourself, bro.
For sure. Try to keep it brief. My name is Kyro, as he said. From Detroit. Um, I'm residing now, Atlanta metro area. Uh, Pretty much a singer, actor, curator, songwriter. So it's pretty much what I do.
Whoa, I didn't know about the acting part. Like what kind of like drama, comedy, like what?
I go out for whatever they want me on. I did a movie called I always get the name of that wrong. Entertainment Pawn, and basically in that movie, I was like the halftime show host. Well, I shouldn't even say host, but I was the halftime entertainer, something like that. And I performed one of my songs called "Best Believe" in that movie. Also, I've started Power Rangers, which
What?
is the one that I'm on is called Project Zodiac. So Power Rangers Project Zodiac, and it basically is fan made, but it's on YouTube. So
Oh,
um,
okay.
I
Yeah.
like I said, I just joined. Now I'm the Silver Ranger. I started as the Green Ranger,
Oh,
but y'all just
and
gotta
you're one of the
follow.
Rangers?
What's up?
And you're one of the Rangers?
I'm one of the Rangers now, so yeah. But I ain't
Okay.
gonna tell too much. Y'all gotta watch it.
Okay, cool. So that means you know a little bit about fight choreography and all that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm getting in where I fit in. So I'm not gonna say I'm a great fighter or anything like that, but that just comes with the practice, with the training, and everything with that. So
Oh
um,
my god,
yeah,
like
right
what?
now,
Like
right now, pretty much the speaker storyline, whatever. But I'm
okay.
pretty sure once I do the Silver Ranger, yeah,
I
there'll be
mean,
some fight.
well, well, definitely. I mean, like I see how you perform, so I know you're gonna have all the little poses down. Cause you know, like if you remember watching this kid, like,
Oh yeah,
you
for
know,
sure, I'm
like
getting
you
it.
know,
I'm kind of a rookie now. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. That's one thing I would not do is lie and be like, yeah, I'm great. Nah. So it's even getting it's tedious getting those the moves down. Even the working with the Zorbs, working with the look my trusty. So it's
nice.
I got to get
Who?
I,
So who?
I need work.
So who's I guess is there? Well, you said it's fan made, but I mean, so who is like the director and the writer and all that stuff?
See, you want me to give all this information? I don't know everybody's names like by first name, last name, things like that. I know if I call him by his first name, he'll kill me. But I know his name is Demo,
Demo.
and
Okay.
we shoot up in Indianapolis. But if I give you his first name, he'll kill me because if
Okay.
he likes that
Okay.
first name.
Oh,
Um,
so y'all don't film that here,
no, it's not here. It's in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Okay. Like what? Okay. So like,
Yeah.
how often do you got to go back and forth?
Well, I literally was just there in March. Like I actually had to shoot on my birthday, which was crazy.
Oh wow.
But in March, so I don't think the next time. I don't know if it's the end of the year or if it's again next year in March. I'm not sure because I only shot 2 episodes, so they shoot more than I do. The other
Right.
cast members, when I say they, do more than I do. So with me coming on at the end of this season, um, you know, it's no telling how many times that they shoot and how many episodes that they shoot at a time. I just know I was there for my 2 episodes. I was there, I think, 4 days. So
Okay.
it just depends. But I don't know when the next time they'll call me back. Um, you know, continuing with you know, with the Silver Ranger. So hopefully March.
Okay.
What I know.
Okay. Nice. Oh well. Well, thanks for sharing that tidbit. I didn't know you was like I said, I didn't know you was into acting. I mean, I guess art is art, right?
That's true.
Like, so, like, were you in drama class when you were in high school?
I took some drama, but I wasn't really trying to go for drama. Um, People that I mean, a lot of people around me, they say I have this face and these faces that I make, and and then they'll say in regular conversation, they'll be like, you really have some good punchlines. You have some good comebacks. You have some good, and I'm like, okay, thanks. So I just they just been encouraging. And when I say they, there's no specific person. It's just people
Right.
in general that I'm around. They say I should go out for it. So I said, okay, sure, why not? But I also, let me see what I did last year. It wasn't last year, it was the year before. Mike Bend. I don't know if you heard of Mike Bend, but he's a comedian. He does shows out. Well, he does a lot of those shows. I know Spice House is one of the main ones in Atlanta. And also, I'm just trying to think of all these names. City
Spice,
Cigar Club, I believe. City
Spice
Cigar Club.
House. That
Yeah,
sounds like
that's
some shit
another
you'll
space.
see on back in the good old days.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
like shit you'll see on Cinemax after 12,
Oh, for real.
Spice
For
House.
sure. For sure. For sure.
What was it about? Was that a
Well, that
reality
was
show?
which one?
Was that a reality show, Spice House?
No, no, that's one of the places that he actually hosts at. He's a host.
Oh shit.
He's a
Well,
comedian, but he's a host.
okay.
And that's one of the places that he hosted. I work with him at is the Spice House or at the City Cigar Club, which is
So,
in Roswell, so Atlanta and Roswell. But he, like I say, he is a comedian. He does, sketch plays and shows and things of that sort. So I was with him
okay.
when he did the Mike Ben show. So that was comedy, pretty much all comedy. So
I'm gonna have
totally
to check
different
out
than what
Spice
Power
House.
Rangers would be. Yeah.
Like how often do they like have shows over at the Spice House?
Well, Spice House, that's more of like I don't want you confused just saying that that's acting, but if you go there, it's pretty much like the entertainment night. So pretty much like you might find people that I work with, from Neo Studios, from um, what is this now? Like the people that write Medea and all that kind of stuff like that. You'll see like a lot of writers and big time entertainment people that would be there. Um, I've met a couple of people. I mean, I'm not a name dropper, but a good Friday night is a good time to go there to the Spice House.
Okay.
For their entertainment nights, or should I call it industry night? Is what they call it.
Industry night.
Industry night is what they call it. So the Spice House, and that's Midtown. They have like 4 different Spice Houses, but Midtown is the one that I normally go to.
Okay,
But like I
Spice
say,
House
it's
Midtown.
not comedy. It's not comedy. I'm just saying he's a comedian, but he will
Okay.
host shows at Spice House. Which is basically it is a restaurant or whatever. So it's not like you know anything where you're going to actually see like a play or you'll see things like that. You'll go and see singers,
Mm-hmm.
singers and things like that. So like the music that I do, I have to basically tone it down. That is a location that would like the R&B side of me. So the songs that you hear me do normally, no, that would not be at the Spice House.
Just too upbeat, huh?
Too upbeat. It's too upbeat. There's places for the EDM here. There's places for the pop. There's places for the R&B. Neo soul, and that is a place for neo soul R&B. So
Okay.
now, what I say, he would encourage me to do the dance music or the pop music. He
Mm.
like whatever, do it here, but you do want to gauge your audience, and if you don't think the audience is going to feel that, or if it's not that type of crowd, kind of want to
I
stay
mean,
in
but
that median.
but now granted, now it's not as upbeat as something you would make necessarily, but I'm pretty sure you got like something that's in between. There's a song by Maxwell of dang, I forgot what it was called, but let's do this on you, leave you to
I know what you're talking about.
like that's still like it's soul, but you can still like kind of move to it. So do you have any songs like that that's kind of like in between,
Well, that's still considered neo soul. Maxwell
Yeah.
is going to be considered neo soul, period, no matter what Maxwell do.
Okay, okay.
Maxwell, Music Soul Child, even that song "Buddy" is still considered neo soul.
Okay.
By Music Soul Child. So a certain artist, so Maxwell, Music Soul Child, Erica Badu, Jill Scott, all that stuff is going to be considered neo soul. Now, granted, the first song that I did was neo soul, which was titled EVOL, but that's not me. That's
Hmm.
that's not my essence when it comes to music. But I do record neo soul. I do record R&B because I know some places that I'll be. So when I said like that specific place at the Spice House, I literally talked to the manager there, and I said, "What type of music, would you, prefer, or would this type of music, maybe go over here?" So that's why I say that EDM pop dance. She basically said, "I don't think you might want to do that."
Hmm.
She's saying, "I'm not telling you not to,
Right,
but
but
you know what I'm
just
saying."
know the
But the,
audience.
right, if the manager's telling me that, of that establishment, because that manager knows that clientele, I'm gonna go with what she's saying. Even if the host might encourage me to do something else, and like to do my own music, do my own style, and things like that. I do understand that, but even if the owners or the managers are telling me, yeah, that might not go over, I don't want to. I'm not gonna push the envelope like that.
Yeah, it's yeah, kind of like for me personally, it is like a trial and error kind of thing because like it's weird. Like I'm old enough, and I'm just talking from a rapper's perspective.
Right,
I'm old enough to appreciate lyrics, but I'm young enough to understand that some 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 crowds just want to vibe out. And I remember one Smoke and Chill I did I have a track called Now I'm High where in the past I've done a lot of substances. So I was rapping about my
mhm.
substance abuse,
Right,
right?
right, right, right.
But yeah, our bar definitely was not feeling it. They were just like, "What is that?"
Right, right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So I feel what you're saying in a sense. So it's like, so I got to play it safe with the have to, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe one of them days you could surprise them with the overtime.
Like overtime is it just really depends. You know what I'm saying? Surprisingly, the same gentleman I'm telling you about, Mike Ben, I'm telling you, he's one brother that's going to encourage you to do and be you.
Mm.
Like seriously. And the first time I actually did overtime was at one of his shows. I think I did it at the City Cigar Club.
Okay.
Um, and I knew good and well I shouldn't have sung that song there. It was cool. No, no, it was cool. They vibed with it. They cool,
Okay. Okay.
because it was another place there that's right next door to it. They're gone now. The place was called Paradise Lounge. They're
Mm.
gone now. And man, I have another song called "Girl I Thought You Knew," and that's a disco song. I got another one called "Cosmic Energy" that's pretty much EDM, almost along the lines of overtime. And those establishments, I'd have been like, no,
Right.
nah,
They
nah.
too
But I'm
chill for
telling
that.
you,
These niggas
Mike,
50 years old. Like,
yeah, yeah, Mike, he said, man, go ahead and do your stuff, man. He real quick, man, go ahead and do your, I ain't gonna cuss. He's like, go ahead and do your,
oh,
I'm
I
like, all
mean, you
right,
can if you like
cool.
to.
Yeah, so I did it and it went over. So I actually started performing overtime, like actually about 6 or 7 months before it even came out.
Oh, okay.
So overtime is like pretty much the older track that I pretty much was not gonna kind of push like that. This was a song I
Mhm.
liked it, and I said I'm about to do this one, and it just went over. Went over well.
That's nice. I mean, because it's lovely like when you test out a unreleased joint and then people kind of fuck with it.
Yeah,
Cause that sound check shit, I was like, all right, hopefully,
right.
but yeah, they were like, cool. Especially when I saw the video playback and I heard the people like kind of vibing to it that I didn't even notice. But anyway, I remember shout out to Dara Carter and ah damn, I forgot what their collective was actually called, but Anyway, man, it was a collective of singers, songwriters, Dara Carter, Troop Brand, if you know who he is. Shit, who was this other guy? Well, I know his nickname is Bubby. And if I'm leaving any of y'all out, I'm sorry, but really dope collection of artists. But I had the privilege of actually going to a recording session of theirs. And I'm a rapper, right?
Yeah.
So studio time to me is okay, I got 2 hours. I've been practicing these lyrics for weeks, so I should be able to go in that booth, perform them. I might have to take a couple of takes or whatever, but that's fine. And the engineer does the rest.
Right.
Oh boy, the shit I never even thought about when it came to like recording like singing songs. First of all, they gotta layer shit, they gotta play with their voice, they gotta it's a lot of like so like if you can like what was it like, I guess, the recording process of Overtime? Like what, like you had to put certain voice tags here, and I don't know, like to me, I thought I was watching a scientist, just a mad scientist. Like, well, actually, you know what? It felt like if you could have been there watching Frankenstein create the monster. Like that's because I did not know that there were so many parts in it. But
That song, okay. What a lot of people don't know about Overtime, and it kills me even to this day. Now, I
what
did
up,
not write
Big
on.
John?
Which one?
Oh, a viewer came in, Big John Promotions. I
Oh,
was just
first
saying
one.
what up to him.
What kills me, okay, Overtime is actually a cover song. I did not write. I
Really?
did not write Overtime. Um, and for me to actually do a cover song, I gotta really, really like it. The artist's name is Jessie Ware,
Jesse
and
Ware?
Jessie Ware. She's from the UK.
Hmm.
She's from the UK. I listen to a lot of music from the UK, and it wasn't like a hit. She didn't push it. She didn't push it at all. But I said, okay, this is my vibe. This man, I'm gonna do it. I actually recorded it just to have another song to just do a set with, to put in the middle of some of my original stuff like that. And some people was like, actually, it was like, hey, you should record that or whatever. I said, all right, cool, for sure. I like the song. It's a vibe, I really like it. And so DeVoe, DeVoe, right? You don't know DeVoe. DeVoe the runner,
No.
the shorter jump, the one at my video shoot that was shooting.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
DeVoe.
met him that night.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I mean, know of him. You met him or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. He's the one that records a lot, of the songs with me and Ether and D-Lo and everybody. He's a
Hey,
videographer,
Ether is
and
lit.
he is a producer engineer. So he actually made the beat for it. He made the
Hmm.
beat for it. We wanted to keep it close to the original, but then we did kind of want to make
Yeah,
it.
I was just about to ask, like, was the original also upbeat or was it like
Yeah,
a
oh
different
yeah,
vibe?
oh yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely upbeat. And see, one thing about DeVoe don't like doing covers. So
Mm.
for DeVoe to actually make the beat to it, it had to be a vibe. So he's another one that pushed me a lot, to basically do the song too. But yeah, he made the beat. Compared to some of the other songs I gave to him, he made that real quick. So I think that yeah, he made that real quick.
He was
And
inspired.
yeah, I was in the studio when he made the whole beat. Maybe took him like 30, 40 minutes to make the beat.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it took him like 30, 40 minutes to make the beat. And I went in and record. Okay, now the recording thing, I second guess myself a lot.
Mm.
Um, I did the lower register first, like
What does that mean?
I did like second tenor. I sang the song all in second tenor
Yeah,
because I didn't think I could
I'm
hit
not a
that
tenor.
higher.
So
You say what's up?
so second tenor, is that like a lower
Yeah,
tone?
yeah. You have your bass, baritone, second
Oh,
tenor,
like
yeah, first tenor, alto.
alto, that's like the Like,
Yeah, that's basically the
okay,
female. Yeah, the female. I'm not even trying to hit that note. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I could. I would probably be more if I did hit it. Would be more contralto. Contralto is basically that's the female version of a tenor, but
okay.
contralto and all that.
So
It's
like,
technical
it's
over.
like would Tim's be a contralto then? Because she's a woman,
Yeah,
and her
you
voice is
trying to make
kind
me
of deep.
call these people and their voices out. I would hear her as a contralto.
Okay.
I would hear her as a contralto.
Robin Hood, that
But if you
parade.
want to say if she's an alto, I mean, she can't be first. She would be like
Yeah.
a second alto, but I hear her as being contralto because she is on that
Okay.
lower register. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Why did
I'm guessing, but it could be guessing wrong. Now,
why did
people
women
that
get
I
the
know
cooler name?
that will hear the contralto note, I would say Anita Baker is
Okay.
definitely, if you want to say a contralto, if you're trying to hit that male note, if you want to call a female, I would say her.
Oh,
Um,
what about Toni Braxton? Would she be a
Tony, I would say
contralto?
Tony.
Yeah.
Um, I can't specifically put Sade there because I've heard Sade hit upper, but I mean
Really?
she
I
can
never.
go. I would say she
But
can go contralto.
okay, I never know that. But then again, I never listened that deep into it, into their catalog. So
Yeah, yeah. Now I listen to Anita, not Anita. Sorry, I listen to Sade and Tony. Um, I know some Anita tracks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sade and Tony. I would say that.
what about Shakira? Will she be a contralto?
Nah,
Okay.
Shakira's.
Whatever, whatever,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
I'm not gonna sound well educated and like just hearing a voice and calling out exactly what they are, but she's definitely not a contralto though.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not a contralto.
So like we use so we use oof boy words, right?
You say what's up?
I said words, right? Jeez.
Right, right, right. That's right.
When we was recording, we was laying down the vocals. Like, what was that like? What
Well, like I
like?
say, I did it
Oh
second
yeah,
tenor,
second tenor.
and because I was like I didn't think I could hit those notes like where she was, but I should have known better. I'm always in the rafters somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I have to just listen. I have to go back and I basically listen. I had like two friends literally dog me out for not singing it in that register,
Oh
where
wow.
she was. And I was like, think I can hit that? And then DeVoe was like,
Did you really
looking at
have
me
to
like,
ask?
you really asking this question? So yeah, basically went back in there and hit it in the register that she was at, but he ended up keeping both. So if you listen to
Okay.
it, you'll hear both registers.
Like layered on top of each other, or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's
okay,
like
I have to. Yeah, I
yeah,
have to go back to it because I'm one of those psychopaths who listens to music on YouTube, so I definitely liked the track for sure.
appreciate it.
I mean, I'm just saying, all right. Twisting my body from side to side, that's usually the most you'll get from me.
Okay,
But you had me two stepping, you know what I mean? Like
for sure, man.
I couldn't get the
Appreciate it.
little thing down, the little line dance down because
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you saw me out there trying to practice it. You was like, if this retard gets into my fucking video, I swear to
Oh
Christ.
man, nah, they came up off the
But
street. Remember? Yeah, they came up off the
but
street
no, like
doing it.
it was really but yeah, like I just love the feeling that I mean, I like that sound in particular. Maybe I'm just biased because I like the dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
EDM kind of,
dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so I'm a
yeah.
a personal story SOS podcast. So there was a music night. Um there was a pregame, I believe, and they made a competition. I was on one team, Kyro was on the other.
Uh,
So my team was already kind of trailing. And I was just like, damn, okay, I'm one of the last guys. I was like, okay, cool. Okay, Kyro. Okay, he's probably gonna do anime rap or something. So maybe, just maybe. Whew. When he did that overtime shit, first and foremost, I'm on the other team. I'm over here like,
Wow.
And then, but you know, like at the same time, I felt like Prince, like looking up at Morris Day, hating, like motherfucker.
Wow. Wow.
And you know, and I did my best to try to Steph Curry clutch it, but yeah, that shit said what, like 100 something to 80. I was
Dang.
like, Jesus Christ!
I
All right,
feel you, man. I feel you.
but nah, like I really but that's how good that track is. It's like you can't even hate on it. It's like your body will go against you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And also just seeing, you know, fast forwarding over to, you know, Crazy Atlanta, that's the
Yeah.
venue, correct?
Yeah.
You know, and you having pretty much the whole venue dance with you.
Yeah.
That was I'm glad I captured that for myself and for
No,
my
appreciate you being there, man.
followers. But yeah, man, how far along is your video?
Literally, what is today? Today is Wednesday, so Monday. Monday. Monday, we
What?
stayed up pretty much editing it. So as soon as DeVoe does the lighting, put the little words in there, and all that stuff like that,
Hey,
it's pretty much done. I mean, we basically edited. It took what like about 5 hours. So it's pretty much done on that end. All the clips and pieces and all that stuff is done. We just got to
I'm
do it.
really excited to see it. I mean, now
Like,
I know you don't want to give too many spoilers, but I just want to know, like, what's the cinematography like? Do you make it look like an '80s movie?
you know what? Because I'm not seeing how he's editing the final draft. I don't know what he's going back doing.
Oh no, he was smart
I
enough to
don't.
keep you ignorant. Darn.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I don't know if he's adding different effects. I don't know if he's making certain parts black and white. I don't know if he's going for old school cinematic. I don't know if it's gonna be like, if he's adding that what you want to call that white noise looking background. It's so much that he
Right?
could
Yeah,
do with
yeah.
it. There was a lot of stuff he could do with it, but I can tell you it's pretty dope.
And
It's pretty
Big
dope.
John says he listens to Overtime in his grandmother's basement. Grandmother's basement being my EP. He's making
Oh
a
wow.
joke.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
But nah. So like, do you design the clothes yourself, or is it just outfits that you just found and that like that looks cool? Because I really like
Wow.
that white suit you had. That was really dope.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Now I'm kind of like a last minute person. I never know what I'm gonna wear. I have no clue. I buy a bunch of stuff. I go online. It doesn't matter where I see it, and if I just like it, I just get it. I'm more of a asymmetric samurai, flowy looking, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I mean, now I can dress like a thug. I have, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just depends on what song I'm doing. Like, if I'm doing a song like "Give Me Back My Love," I definitely wouldn't wear something asymmetric. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I'm gonna have some type of flannel, some type of white shirt, some pop collar, some jean. Maybe some Tims. Some Nike. That's cool. But then, like somewhere it comes to like overtime or like cosmic energy, when it comes to EDM, when it comes to dance, when it comes to pop, something like that, yeah, I'm gonna be on my what you want to call it, on my Prince, my Morris Day, my back in it. Well, what was his name? Jermaine Stewart. I'll be on some stuff like that. You know what I'm
I would
saying?
not have.
I'm gonna
That's my
be
first time hearing that
classic.
name, so
James
I'm
Stewart. You
probably
never
gonna
heard of
check
that?
that out. No,
He got a
I mean,
song. Go back and listen to it. He's passed away, but he had a song
oh
called
man,
"We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off." It was real big in the '80s. Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
might have heard that and didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
there's
yeah.
a lot.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
So
when you go back and check it out, you're like, oh, okay, I know the song. No,
right, right.
yeah, yeah,
So now you're from Detroit.
for sure,
I think I want to say the birthplace of Motown. I hope that's not wrong.
for sure,
Oh, thank goodness. You know,
definitely, definitely.
I've gotten my black card revoked so many times. It's
Nah.
unreal, but it's like I keep getting it back. So I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I guess
Yeah.
the white people put it back in my hands. Be like, "You're still a nigger." Oh yeah, it sure is. I'm
Wow,
still is. Give my card back. All right.
wow,
But
wow.
anyway, I mean, so obviously you come from a lineage of talented, musicians. I mean, Obviously when I say lineage, obviously not by literal blood, but you come from the land of folks who really got down, or at least knew how to curate it. So I mean, do you feel that? Do you ever do you listen back to any of Barry Gordy's slaves? I mean, artists and no, I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I like Motown music. I do. But growing up, I heard it so
So much.
much. So much. You know what I'm saying? Like Temptations and I'm gonna just specifically say like Motown artists that I know of, like the Temptations,
Hmm.
Four Tops, the Spinners, the who else was it? Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. You heard the guys, the men group, the men groups a lot,
Yeah.
even Marvin Gaye, and you hear that a lot. But I mean, they did play like,
Hmm.
I heard the Supremes a lot, but I didn't hear like a lot of the other
Hmm.
female groups like Martha and the Vandellas. I mean, you might hear Dancing in the Street, or I think maybe Quicksand or something like that. I can go through history of Motown music and stuff like that. But um, other than the Supremes from Motown, or maybe Gladys Knight and the Pips or whatever, I really, mm, nah, I kind of steered away from it. Steered away from the Motown sound, if you want to say it, but also, but not strictly. I didn't stay away from R&B. It's just like a lot of the artists from Motown, because it's like they just played it so much. So it was like, okay, we know these are the goats, but I just want to hear
Right.
something
Right.
different. I want to
And
hear somebody else different. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
really, I mean, Detroit and Chicago, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of that, especially house, house music, or EDM, which is, I'm pretty sure that means electronic dance music,
Hmm.
the pop, or things like that. There's a big scene in
Yeah.
Detroit for that.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
remember Common. Now, granted, he's talking about Chicago, but yeah, I remember Common saying like, back when he was like a young lad, saying that
Mhm.
house shit was huge locally.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so y'all definitely had it in Detroit too.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Chicago want to claim it all, but nah, you can't let Chicago
Uh
claim all
oh.
that. And they like that. They call it steppers music and stuff like that. Which would basically say steppers music, but it's basically ballroom. It's not the
Ballroom.
it's not the ballroom showroom like they did with them big puffy dresses and the suits and all that stuff, like like a lot of
Right.
Caucasian stuff would do like back in the day or whatever. The what you want to call it, the couples dance. I don't know what you want to call it, but the duet partners, not that type of ballroom. They call ballroom the steppers, like stepper slides and
Huh.
things like that. Like
Real quick, Kyro, do you know who Toby Wigway is?
Toby, no.
Okay. Big John said he could see you with that person. I guess collabing. Let me see if I can. Can you see the comment too?
No, I can't see the comment.
Hold
I
on,
can
let me
try to.
see. Hold
Let me
on.
see to exit force. Okay, let me see.
Hold on, it's on the screen now.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look. I don't know if is it an artist or is it a
I,
group.
I don't know. Like, I never seen this name before in my life. That's why I was like, oh, that sounds like something Kyro would know. He's been educating me all
No,
night.
no,
Toby Wigway. I don't know.
I'm not gonna
These
even.
African names be so artists. Big John
Look,
said
I
it's
don't
an
even
artist.
trip because my name is African. Like my real name is African. Like my first and middle name is African. So
Oh yeah.
I try not to disrespect the names. So, but I'm gonna
I,
definitely look that.
no, well, I don't blame the African people. I blame the English folk who who write it out because Django, right? Why the fuck they got to put a D in front of it? Just why? Who the fuck came up with that? Or um, I don't know if you're a gamer, but I played Assassin's Creed, like
Okay.
and 3 is my favorite one. That's the one with the Native American. His real name is like Rata Hakatan. Like, but when you see it get spelled out, first of all, that name long as hell, and there's a colon in it. And I'm like, who the fuck put a colon in there? Like why? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
those
you
same.
didn't have to do that. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
I get it, but those same that same mark over that O in
Uh-huh.
Cairo are over both of the I's in my birth name.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's African. Like my first name is, well, both my names are Swahili, so they both come from Kenya.
Okay.
You know, which is crazy because my lineage is, my people are from Ghana. So
Hmm.
how my father gave me Kenyan names, but the lineage from Ghana, I have no clue.
Interesting. I mean, but sometimes I mean, if I ever have a young lad, they might get cursed with a Japanese name or something. So
For sure.
because you got people already like naming their children Goku and you know Naruto and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but okay, so you have a Ghanaian. Is that how you say it? Ghanaian lineage?
Yeah.
Have you been to Ghana?
No.
Okay, okay.
No.
I heard it's because that's usually like most people that I know who like vacation in Africa, like that's usually one of the locations they choose, either like Ghana or Nigeria. So
Yeah.
okay, I was wondering if you went because a lot of people said Ghana is really nice.
I want to go. I mean, I kind of want to go to Kenya. I want to go to Kenya and I want to go to
Me too.
Togo. I want to go to Togo. And I had a friend, and I do not want to disrespect the pronunciation, but I think it's called Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah, I want to go there. Um, I
Mm.
have
Go ahead.
my place of work. I work with a lot of people from Ghana.
Okay,
They're not nice.
really?
Nah.
That's crazy.
And I know me. I know me.
Uh-oh.
So
You ain't trying to get arrested in a
I
foreign
might want to.
country.
I
Let's
might need to
say.
put Ghana further down the
Okay.
list. When I go to Africa, because I'm gonna be like, look, let me tone myself down a little bit. Ooh, 'cause
We'll
when I
be
tell you the people I work with,
we'll be getting a
ooh,
WhatsApp call from Kyro, like, man, they got me locked up in this shit,
you see what I'm
bro.
saying? Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, so Kyro don't take no shorts, but and that's another crazy thing about R&B artists, right? Like, you thinking, yeah, these niggas is all songs, man, that punk ass motherfucker. But you find out, like, some of these niggas was some thugs. Like, apparently Bobby Brown wasn't nobody to fuck with. Like, like he was scrappy real quick.
oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Genuine was another.
Really, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
And, I heard little rumors that, behind closed doors, Michael didn't always talk like this.
Oh,
So
Mike,
yeah.
I beat your ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I heard like Michael didn't take no shorts either.
Mike would have
Like,
whooped that. Yeah, yeah. Try
you
Mike.
know.
Try Mike.
And and a lot of the folks, oh my god, especially like 60s to the 80s, like a lot of them was messy as hell. Who was the
Oh, it was
guy?
gangsters. It was all gangsters.
110th Street, the guy who sung across 110th Street. Apparently, this nigga like was fucking his friend's girl and wrote a song about it. I'm like, well, goddamn. And if Cadillac Records is true, then hell, one of them niggas shot somebody over using his name. So I
Yeah,
mean, don't fuck with singers, folks. All right, like
yeah.
they
Right.
will beat you down. All right, like
They ain't like, look, we ain't punks. We are
Miguel straight
definitely
up
not
leg
punks.
dropped the woman. All right, and that was his fan. You remember that?
You know? Look, Motown wasn't no different.
Right.
Motown was no different. Yeah,
And
so
don't get me started on the promoters back then. They hang you out the window and shit. You
I do that today. That's why I'm independent.
right.
Right.
you
Yeah,
gotta you gotta be able to smack a nigga if you need to.
for sure. For sure.
Damn, that's great. So like so let me ask you this: is like are you Ether and them like are y'all like a collective, or y'all just sort of collab along?
Well, they started a collective business group called the Black Royals. So what the Black Royals is, it's like certain artists, it's almost like, like which one to call it? Murder Inc. You remember, there's a bunch of people under Murder Inc. or Bad Boy Entertainment. There's a lot of people under that, So that's what they're under. A lot of people think that, or at the I don't want to say album release party, but you could probably call it an album. It was an album release party, a listening party, I should say. A lot of people took them as a group. When I said,
Mhm.
them Ether and D-Lo and DeVoe, they took it as a group when they weren't a group. They just did a lot of songs together.
Right.
Therefore had me there, had King the True, Courtney, Shawty, so we were there, but it's supposed to be like just a conglomerate of, a lot of artists you know, under that entity, of Black Rose. But so no, they're technically not a group. You know,
Okay. Okay.
they're
Okay.
technically not a group.
Big John added Chris Brown to that list. Yeah, Chris beat your ass
Yeah, yeah,
Brown. We'll definitely.
yeah, he crazy.
What's crazy? Like, but well, I guess since he showed that he can whoop both like women and men, I guess that's why women still. But I'm like, why do y'all still support this
That's
nigga?
messed up. That's
Like,
messed up, bro. You said whip both women. That's messed up.
I mean, well, because that's the thing, right? Like, you hear about a guy who like
Mm.
strikes women, you're like, oh, he's a fucking pansy. But if you
Well, they
find
was
out that
teenagers, man. They was teenagers, and I can't no dude say he ain't hit no girl back in the day. I don't even believe that. They were teenagers,
I
and
know, but then he became an adult and beat down Carucci too. So I was like, all right, this guy got some.
okay. See, I don't be look. That this one of them cases where I be drinking water and minding my business. I ain't never know he touched another chick. I ain't know nothing about that.
Now there's one chick they tried to put on him, but apparently she he caught her trying to steal from him. So I'm like,
Yeah,
you knew the game he was playing,
yeah,
my nigga. So I don't count that one against him.
yeah.
But yeah, don't fuck with singers. They will beat the shit out
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
But
I ain't gonna touch no female. I ain't like. I mean, I ain't got no reason to. I just be like, I been walked away. Like, really, ain't that serious? But
and Big John wants to know, if you get stage fright, how do you overcome it? You just
um, I don't. And I'm not saying this is like wholeheartedly. I'm not saying this even to even sound cocky or disrespectful. I really don't get stage fright, and the reason why I don't
lucky
get stage
bastard.
fright. What's up?
Say lucky bastard.
No, I don't get stage fright because what I do, I look over people. I learned that actually in college. When I was in choir. It's like don't look directly at people. You know what I'm saying? Find a spot in between. In
Right,
between
right.
people's heads, look at someone, or you see the nose, or look at the top, or if there's a light up there, you know what I'm saying? Look like just under the light, you know what I'm saying? But still engage, you know what I'm saying? And just say, what you basically there for. So honestly, I really don't get stage fright. The only thing I might think of, like I say, we spoke about before, is this the right song
Right,
for this
right.
engagement? That'd be my biggest worry, my biggest concern. But stage fright, no.
Yeah,
Wow.
cause okay. And it's crazy too. I did get that advice in college. Well, before college, but that was like mostly for presentations.
Mm,
So and yeah, like you're taught. Yeah, it's like to get over nervousness from doing a classroom presentation. Look at the
mm,
wall behind everybody, because
mm.
it still looks like you're looking at them, but you're not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. You got to get
But I
that
ain't gonna
illusion that
But
you're
I ain't
looking.
gonna hold you though. Like, if it's a song that I know, like that I know by heart, and I guess I'm in the zone. I ain't gonna like. Sometimes I will make eye contact with somebody in the audience, and hope they don't take it, personally. Especially if it's
Mm,
like one of my little tough guy songs. You're like, yeah, fuck nigga, like
yeah, 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 yeah. That's cool. No, I mean, if you find someone if you find someone in the audience that you feel like a connection with, or you feel like that wouldn't bother, that you're not bothering, or if they're into the song, yeah, find one or two people to connect with, or maybe even sing like you acting like you're singing too. You know what I'm saying? And that gets me over too. But yeah, I stopped looking at people directly like a long time ago. And then, it's also kind of, I wish I had a male alter ego that actually would suffice for it. But um I'm not even gonna use that example of her. Let's just say it's a singer that has an alter ego that I know, and when that alter ego comes out, I mean, I totally see like it's an act. They're putting on an act. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of basically what I be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you have to actually know who you are, engage in the song that you're singing. Kind of take put yourself in the place of that song that you're singing, and then look at the people out there, as being participants of that song. That's how you basically do it. So I just take my mind. I take my mind other places. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I kind of had that mindset too. Like, like when I go on the stage, I am
Mhm.
Tenzen. Tenzen is the character that I'm
Right.
playing, so I have to be as confident as you said, as that song that you're singing.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, like you imagine if like Ti got on stage like ASAP,
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you stink," you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. But that's like me if I'm up there singing overtime. I can't just stand there and say, "Drop me a line." Or overtime. Are you someone? Someone share the point. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That'll be like real awkward as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm sorry, I just imagine because like I can just see like the beat being the beat that it is, and
yeah.
you're just
We
like,
going boom, doom, 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 and I'm up there. Drop me a line. Working overtime. It's like you can't even do that. And what's crazy, this is how you will know. This is how you will know when I'm into a song. And how a lot of people have been figuring me out. Like you really be into that, that song. None of my live versions of my songs sound like the recorded version.
hmm,
None of them. Like if I had a person point out to when I say drop, you know what I'm saying? Me like it's not like that on the recorded version. You know what I'm saying? To drop me a line, or if I'm throwing my hand
yeah,
down when I say drop me, it sounds nothing like that on the recorded version. That's why I say me performing live, that's basically what it is. It's a performance, it's an act or whatever. The song I got, another song you might like that I got called is Body Treat. Body Treat. I do not perform the same way that it's actually recorded on the
hmm,
on the on the actual album, the CD.
right,
It's like when we were recording that song at this break part where it's like the music, just keeps saying body, but I could not figure out what to
sorry
say.
about that.
But then when I performed it live, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I want, I need, got to have. It was like, it just came, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Hmm,
you can't be standing in front of somebody being blah, being like, you
right,
know,
right.
you got to make every performance be like, you know what I'm saying? This is epic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you came to see me, so I'm going to give you something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you something. You want to see me? I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It make a lot of times when I perform live, it make me want to go back and record the song, re-record the songs that I released. Because I'll be like, this sounds so much better live.
Hey, that's what's up, Kyro. Well, we're coming close to the 50-minute mark. So thank you so much for coming. I
For
really
sure.
appreciate it. And it turned out to be well. I hate that B had to miss it, but as B would say to our guests, please don't be a stranger. If you ever see us on IG Live, feel free to pop in if you like to. Also, we do like it when guests return, so I'll definitely be scrolling through your catalog.
For
Okay.
sure. Appreciate it.
Especially now that I know you got other songs like Overtime. I'm over here thinking you're like one of them like R&B guys who release like one little dance song and that's it. But
That's me.
but please tell everybody where we can find you and when's your next, events.
Oh, wow. You can find me at Kyro Music on IG, KYROMUZIC. Again, KYROMUZIC. That's on IG. Just regular Kyro, the way that it's spelled my name right there. That's on Facebook. In regards to shows that I'm having, it's so many I can't even think off the top of my head. I can't give you dates unless I had that calendar in front of me.
Oh,
But I know
okay.
I'm doing new shit that's with Sunday Jones. She works with Dope Girls Grinding. So if you go to my page, you'll see those. It's actually two of them coming up this month. We'll be working with. I want to make sure I don't want to get these names wrong of everything, but I know I'll be at Piedmont Park. It's for what do you call it? The camouflage brunch, and they're having a water gun fight and things like that. Um, oh, I'm doing Ego. Ego is having his birthday party, or I
Okay.
should say birthday extravaganza. Are you going to do that too? This Friday,
Uh,
maybe.
no,
Like
I hadn't even heard of it.
crazy Atlanta.
I might
Okay,
pop in though. I
all
might
right.
just
So
pop
this
in though.
Friday, crazy Atlanta.
Okay.
So just got so much. It's like just trying to run them off at the top of my head. It's crazy. But my whole calendar is on my Instagram page. It's on my Instagram page. Now I'm gonna be, and everybody's invited. My next album is called Silver Electric, and Silver Electric will be released on July 25th, and I will be having an album release party at Crazy Atlanta. So everybody's welcome to
Okay.
come to that.
I'm
Um,
definitely marking my calendar for that one.
yeah, so everybody's welcome basically to come to that. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, you heard it here, folks. I mean, go to that IG page and all his socials that he just mentioned, and please look out for all those events. Catch Kyro there. He's a very amicable guy. I hope I'm using that right word. He's
Appreciate
supposed
that.
to mean
Appreciate that.
very get along with.
For
So
sure.
hopefully cool. All right. Yeah. I
For
used the
sure.
right
For
word.
sure. Appreciate you having me and all that. Yeah.
All right, everyone. See you next Wednesday. Peace on out.
All right. Peace out.